I have no idea what's going on right now. Eat meat. Blah, blah, blah. So, I managed to make it 13 days without doing a live stream. Way to go. Yeah, I would rather have a Palmetto State than a apple. So yes, there's a Palmetto State sticker on the back of an Apple type product. But it's an Apple product that's running Windows 10, so can't be mad at me. Soup Rat, what's going on? Mr. Rossetti, did you ever get your knife, Dale? I don't actually look at my eBay account anymore. Joshua, all good. Glad to see you back, even if it's once in a while. So we're gonna go from 3 to 2 days a week. Somebody wants to donate $5,000, then I'll stop working and do 3 days a week. So if we do 3 days a week, I think that should be plenty for everybody. Make sure my phone's on Do Not Disturb. So sorry I'm a little bit later than I planned. I had to go to get a CT and an ultrasound on the back of my neck. I have what do they call that? Got your knife, it's cool, nice. So I have a cyst that's next to my spine, so they wanted to ultrasound it in CT and make sure that there was no like vascular involvement from anything else that could potentially, oh my god, my Pokemon card's bent. But yeah, they wanted to make sure there was nothing that was going to cause a problem when they go in to cut it out, so needed to get that done. So picked up a couple of people for investors that I was talking to, so that's cool. So at least we have that. But yeah. So basically, everything except for the Rock Island that you see behind you will wind up on my online store as soon as I get that set up. Dale hooked up the channel by buying a knife from eBay, where the eBlays go to ePlay. I've been looking for this round file. Anyway, hope all is well. Yeah, everything's going well. What's up, Air Max? No, I officially got my FFL in the mail today, so I'm doing good there. I've already have 4473s coming in the mail. Because I already had a seller ID and I'm already in this Virginia State background check system, they're going to go ahead and, yeah, I don't care if you're seeing this shit, it's just money. They already have me set up in the system, so I don't have to wait 6 weeks to do online applications. I'm just waiting for them to start sending me shit. What's up? Cool done. Dun, dun, dun. Welcome back. Oh man, what the hell? I didn't expect a full transition of least top half lol JK. Well, you know what? Nobody wanted to pay for them, so I didn't get them. I am wearing a bodysuit. This is the skin of a 6'4" Asian man. Look at all you people talking to each other. Which gun do you think is cool, the shotgun or the short 300 blackout pistol? The one that has caused so much fun stuff here. So many people coming in and saying, slow season is just about over, ready to frickin' rock and roll and take another vacation. Nice. The 300 black for sure. Yeah, it's a pretty cool build. It's a side charger, Bear Creek Arsenal upper with a stag arms lower on it. It's a 8-inch barrel, I think. I can't take my penis out on a live, so I can't compare the size. And it has the SBA 3 collapsible brace on it. And as soon as I get set up for full SOTs, I don't know, I'm looking at the computer, but as soon as I get set up for full SOTs, I'm going to be throwing a Silent Chico 46M in the cart. Cody, what's up? You need a vacation from the holidays. You sound like my parents after they come back from a cruise. So I got a camera system for the store, like a real security system. So I have my actual security system, but I also have an independent camera system. So I have that set up. I'm working on getting a few other different things for the store. Still need to get, you should, nobody. I'm still got to get rid of the charger and replace that with the truck. So that'll be happening with the tax returns, which will be a little while. Join the content from the stream, hit the thumbs up. Thank you, dude. That's nice calling out. Thank you. Convince you? I don't want to convince you, brother. I want you to be here because you want to be here. I'm not an e-tuber. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not anything. I'm just a dude that wants to do lives and talk to his friends every now and then. Also, if you see me actually physically pass out on live stream, I apologize. I have low blood sugar because my body, I'm 45 years old. And apparently my body has decided to overproduce insulin now. So I went from diabetic to suffering from hypoglycemia, which means I'm producing way too much insulin now, and my blood pressure blood sugar keeps crashing, and I feel I'm getting dizzy right now. So yeah, I laid off sugar for a long time, and now my body hates me again. All right, you convinced me. DB, do you have hair in your special place? No, I keep that shit shaved so that I can wear fun, like, toga pants. Gentleman Jenkins, stop by, say hey real quick. Got some family stuff going on. Yeah, DB, absolutely. Plus, it's like 10 degrees out. That's a lot. I'm known everywhere, by the way. Cool, dude. Well, again, thanks for stopping in, nobody. I appreciate that. Hit the like on your way out. Hit the thumbs up. I can't see because I'm using the rear camera on my other phone. So this is healed really well, so that's doing really good. Sorry, I can't bend my arm in a way that makes it look good, but it actually healed pretty good. So yeah, so that tattoo's finally healed up. So we're gonna get going on this one again, and we're gonna put the other one on this side of the arm. But I've also got to redo 2 rooms in my building, as well as redo my bedroom. So be back in a bit. Congrats on the FFL. Thanks, brother. I did that when I first hopped in. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I don't beg for money on this channel. I've been looking for investors and partners, but I don't beg for money on this channel. I just beg for likes and subscriptions because you guys coming along and growing the channel is really helpful. If you really want my address in order to send me something, send me an email at thejiminyshow@gmail.com. It's awesome. I'm glad you finally got your FFL. It shouldn't be sounding too low. Can you check your own audio, dude? All my settings are exactly the same. Hold on a second. I'm going to listen real quick. You may get reverberation. Blah, 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 blah. It might just be this phone. I apologize. There you go. Close a window? I can't close a window. There are no windows in here. You mean the door? Hold on. Let's try it. Is that better? I moved to a dangerous town recently. Do you have any recommendations for self-defense weaponry? Mr. Zucchini, number one, you need to train with whatever you buy, but if you want something in terms of reliability, Glock 19, Smith & Wesson M&P. 2 best choices to have for a self-defense firearm. If you're old school like me, I carry a 1911. Again, very reliable gun. Just make sure you get it from a reputable manufacturer. Dude, when somebody keeps doing that over and over, just completely hide them. For a broke boy, for a poor that wants an AR, he's going to eventually upgrade piece by piece. Would you recommend PSA or Bear Creek? I just want to start with the usable rifle and piece together a Gucci gun. If you're going to be modifying it and changing a lot of parts out of it, I would go with a Radical or a Diamondback. They're cheaper than the PSAs, believe it or not. 500 bucks gets you in the door, and then you can upgrade it to your heart's content. Happy birthday! What's your favorite gun? Thank you. My favorite gun is a Colt Peacemaker from 1865. Any progress with T-Sauce? No, and I don't anticipate to hear back from them because we have SHOT Show going on next week. Unfortunately, because of my financial situation, I couldn't go, so I'm missing out. I've already spoken to my Burris rep and my Gerson media rep, and they're both cool with meeting up after SHOT Show's over. But T-Sauce probably isn't going to get back to me until after SHOT Show. Plus, there'll be new guns dropped at the show, and then I'll have to talk to them. Oh, sorry, moving stuff. You're shaking, so there you go. Boom, 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 boom. You want to know if you can use hollow points in an SD9VE? Yes, you can. I didn't even think about Radical or Diamondback. Appreciate it, my man. Glad to see you back. Not a problem, dude. Like I said, it'll be Mondays and Fridays. I'm not going to do Wednesdays because I'm doing like 4 days during the week. And yeah, I don't want to wake up that early. How is work and the shop coming along? Shop, I got my physical FFL today, and I wasted no time. I already have the 4473s coming to me. I had to fill out the form and send it back to the actual state to get state background forms. But like I said at the beginning, because I already have a seller's ID on file and I've done the enhanced background check when I was selling and working for companies, they went ahead and just reactivated my number. So I can do online background checks immediately. I don't have to wait. God bless you. That's what Joshua says. Yeah. Let me log into one place here. So I've already talked. So I'm going to be getting set up with a couple of different distributors right away. One of my buddies is. I have one gun I have to ship out. So I'm already working it, kids. The Joe knows what the Joe knows. Who am I? You're fine, Ryan. Do you have a big Glock? We don't have Glocks here, son. We have Glocks, but we keep them locked up in the safe where they belong. If you don't see it behind me tonight, I don't have it. What the fuck is wrong with this website tonight? Hello? Is it me you're logging in? La da 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 da. Bum bum. What's the first firearm you've sold? I haven't completed a background check for a sale yet. So we'll see. My buddy's coming in tomorrow to order a gun, so. So when do I have you look for a DP12? If you're ready to go now, Cody, I'll start looking for you. Bacon grease and ranch powdered popping corn. Justin's in an eating mood. Hey, Justin's kid, kick your dad in the shin. What's the first gun you ever got? First gun I ever purchased was a Rock Island Armory 1911 double stack chambered in 9mm/22 TCM. You're constructing a tennis ball gun? That's cool. It's fun for aminals. Really, I have 5 outstanding warrants. If I had 5 outstanding warrants that were elevated to the level of NSA, number one, they would just turn on my webcam, but number two, they would have already arrested me. Got $1? Yeah, actually I do. Got a like? Give me a like. Bro, you threw out a joke and I stopped it. Come on. Give me a like. Like for $1. I've also got a Pokemon card, a leather holster for a SIG 226, a wireless adapter, um, a double-ended 7-pin connector for a Sega, I think, and a 1 terabyte hard drive. If we want to be random. If I give you a like, do I get $1? No, you have to apply for the $1 before you give the like. Does anyone know some good 38 plus P? Underwood probably would be my favorite. There's also double tap ammunition. They make some extreme stuff. Orton paid for first brand new pistol. I've owned a few pre-owned, but I'm excited for a brand new gun. Okay, so it's a Yeet cannon, but that's the one owner, and it's me. Dude, that's actually cool. Did you get your license already? Yes, I got the physical one today. It's already up on my wall. Got a small Johnson, smallest you've ever seen. It's like a hooded clitoris. Got milk. I am lactose intolerant. I also hate myself because I don't have feet, so I lack toes. So I'm intolerant against myself. Jansen, I see you're stepping up your wall game. Interesting way to grow your channel. Federal Premium, yep, that's a good one too. Oh, Alchemist is here too with another channel. Did you ever get the other one back, or did they finally keep you completely dead? Is this a Call of Duty promotion? Sure. Buy 68 Mountain Dews. You get one for 3 times the price of the other 48 you didn't buy. Do you play video games? Yes, I actually do play video games. I don't play that many video games. I have some pretty bad nerve damage, so like when I have to think about doing things with my hands, shit goes sideways. So, I'll be playing like a shooter game or some other game, and all of a sudden my hand will just slip and I'll hit Alt F4 somehow. You started your channel a month ago. You have 7 videos out so far. Suggestions for a beginner. Consistency, dude. Braden, you need to consistently upload. You need to stay within terms of service. Don't go pushing boundaries. Don't be a dick prank channel. Don't be one of those channels that tries to get shock and awe value. Be consistent and be sincere in what you do. That's the best thing I can do. They gave it back, but you're going back and forth now with them right now on Twitter. I can tell you right now, dude, that doesn't work because the Twitter at YouTube help team does nothing. They don't actually have any control over anything. I had gotten all my strikes removed and my channel reinstated, and they still kept telling me there was nothing they could do because it was upheld. So the Twitter guys, they're just a bunch of turds. Every time they put up a question, I always just fire off like, hey guys, tell us what we need to do. And I would put something like, how about your damn job? I get a bunch of laughs. Yeah, shorts are a different kind of a thing, though. You have to keep in mind shorts are not going to get you monetized. Shorts are only there. You can get monetized making shorts, but you have to do 11 million in a year or something like that. If you want to get monetized, you need to do long form videos, live streams once you get past 50 subs, and just be consistent. Wouldn't the nerve stuff also mess with your shooting in real life too? Yes, 100% it does. I get fatigued very badly in my shoulders because the nerve damage is from my neck down. So, everything's up from the neck down except for my snot holes. And yeah, if you watch some of my shooting videos, you'll see the beginning video. I'm a lot more steady than I am at the end of the video. That's also a way that you can tell that I didn't jump cut anything, which I will start doing Adobe again. But by the end of the day, I'm literally shaking like a chihuahua. So it's hard for me to be accurate after about an hour or two. So hopefully any gunfights I get into are pretty short. My new Canon 9 should be at my FFL tomorrow, but who knows? We've had a lot of snow in Virginia and could be delayed, they said. Yeah, it all depends. Now, pistols have to be shipped 2-day air, man. I'm in Virginia too, so you should send me an email. Maybe I can give you better deals. Could a sports card channel go viral? Depending on what you do with it, if you're ripping packs and stuff, hell yeah, it'll go viral just like a Pokemon channel or any of that stuff. There are 1 million+ member Pokemon channels of just dudes literally sitting and ripping packs, I buy a few packs here and there, and then I rip them once a month, but I don't really make videos on it. They did something this time. They elevate it somehow. What gun can take down a large drone? 44 Magnum, 357, 58E, pretty much any rifle. You put it in the right spot. New Year, same you. Nice, dude. My preferred cartridge, I've said this a bunch of times. I don't have a preferred cartridge. I just like guns. So if a gun comes out, it's only available in a certain caliber. I'm fine with it. I tend to shoot 1911s better, so 9 and 45 are predominantly what I shoot. But I wouldn't say I have a preferred cartridge. So I will shoot whatever I can get the gun in, because there are some guns that are only available in things like 10 millimeter. If I was to go look for a Colt Delta Elite, my only choice would be 10 millimeter, so I would have to buy the 10 millimeter variant. And I'd be fine with that. Yeah, that's way too many words in your name. I'm going to call you Standards. What's up, Standards? And I do apologize. I'm getting a little lightheaded, so a little bit of Gatorade. It's the pink Gatorade, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to start a third channel, because there are gun stores that have YouTube channels where they just show stuff, but they're not monetized. So I think I'm going to have to do that if I want to show off new stuff. But I'm also going to be publishing my used guns online, which is going to set me apart. So you'll have stuff like the KS7, the Blackout, stuff like that. All those will wind up going onto my website once it's up. The name of the store is Win City Armory, WIN City Armory. So that'll be in Winchester. You can start looking it up. Do I conceal carry? Yes, pretty much every time I leave the house. You've been lightheaded since 1952. You changed your channel name. Got it. Lightheaded since 1952. That's fun. But like I said, right now my body is doing. It's a weird thing. I spoke to my doctors, and I have to go and do blood work. But what they think is happening, because it's happening about 30 to 35 minutes after I eat, where I'm getting super lightheaded and almost passing out. I literally went to my buddy's daughter's, so kind of like a niece. I went to her birthday party, and all I had was a can of Diet Coke and a cupcake. And about 40 minutes after we ate, I literally started stumbling everywhere. I almost passed out, so I had to leave. And then I came home, and I literally lost consciousness twice. So they're saying that it could be something called rebound hypoglycemia, which is when your body starts overproducing insulin because you ate something, and rather than relying on your body to naturally process the food, it goes into overdrive and tries to process it all the sugar at once, and it's throwing me off. Also, since I'm not eating as much, I guess it would be yeah, just got a new haircut. It's like a buzz cut but different. Did you go over the top with the buzz cut? Did you leave it long this way? That looks kind of fun. I'll see you later at the range right now. All right, Alchemist, have fun, dude. I'm poor now and have PC parts coming in. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I am diabetic. I've been diabetic since I was about 28, 29. I've always, I was on insulin for about 10 years, but it's been just pills because my body has been able to control it just with diet and just pills. I haven't needed insulin. And just this last few months, now my body is overproducing insulin. So it's diabetes, but it's hypoglycemia, not it's the one where you overproduce, and it's really annoying. You get the STI. Nope, I still can't afford it yet. So that's why I'm doing a second job and doing all this other stuff. So, Brady, what's up? Time for an insulin pump. No. The problem is I'm overproducing insulin. You don't need an insulin pump if you're overproducing insulin. Do you like Trump? He was the third best out of two people. So he is what he is. He does like to play the money game, so it does help out people like me that are small business owners. So I'll probably see some benefits from policy changes that he tries to push through. But in terms of everything else, I mean, I don't like any politician because they're all sucking the buttholes of some lobbyist somewhere. Also, he's a 34-time felon and he's running the country. So, I mean, if you got to praise something for something, looks like you need to look at the glycemic index of what you eat, type 1 or type 2. Type 2, non-insulin dependent. I've not needed insulin for 10 years. And like I said, right now, it doesn't matter what I eat. If I drink a zero sugar Gatorade, about 40 minutes later, I get lightheaded. So my body is just reacting to anything being digested by overproducing insulin. Picked up an Optics Ready DWX. Dude, I want to get me one of those. Actually, I was talking to the rep from Davidson's, which is one of the bigger distributors, and I told him, you want to get on my good side and you want my business, find me a DWX optics cut. If you don't want that PSA rock, send it to me. Actually, I already sold the PSA rock to a friend of mine. What is the frame in the top left? That is a Springfield Echelon frame. Take care of yourself. Oh, I do. Like I said, I was at the doctor's tonight getting an MRI on my, or a CT and an ultrasound on my neck to see if they can cut the thing off the back of my neck. Hello, Stone. Oh, nobody texted me, so yeah. Anyways, anybody see anything cool? I still need to get an RXM. I've been waiting for the FFL to come in, so I'll start picking up a few things for the store as well as to do videos on. I figure if it's stuff that I know will sell, I'll buy it and put it in the store. So I'm probably going to wind up picking up an RXM. You spy an Icarus. Yep. So I have both the Sharps Brothers and the Icarus Precision frame. The thing is, I sold my standard Echelon because I want the Echelon comp. But the prices are still, even brand new, they're like $500 cost. So I'm probably going to hold off for a used one. Worst case scenario, I sold my standard one to my buddy's pawn shop and he'll sell it back to me for what he gave me for it. So worst case scenario, I'll buy it back. Polished, added molly, and bent the springs. Brakes at 2 pounds. That's a light brake on that. I bet that thing shoots amazing. Have you seen the Canic Miami Day Nights 9mm? Yes. I remember when they first came out. They're pretty badass. Metal for the win. Good choice. Yeah, I thought so. They make the guns feel kind of like the Legion 320 with the tungsten frame, or like a 226, things like that. And they're expensive frames. They're about $400 a piece, and the companies that manufacture them actually sent them to me. I did a video on the Sharps Bros, but I sold the Echelon before I got the Icarus Precision because I wasn't 100% sure when that was coming. Changed your release magazine spring. Now that gun is good to go. Dude, awesome. That's badass, dude. What are your thoughts on the Airmox XP Pro? It's a Glock clone. I'm fine with it, but it does nothing to me. How much for a bag of nacho cheese bugles? It's not for me. My wife is pregnant. Unfortunately, they've gotten expensive. Local stores are usually around $2.99 to $3.99. You got the Protector Poly in 357. The thing feels great in the hand. It's a nice weight. So we're past the holiday season, so I'm about to get another tattoo. So if you guys want to start having some fun with tattoos, let me know. I'm taking suggestions for the next tattoo. If it's a name of something, it's got to go on this arm. We'll see what happens. You guys want to step up and have some fun like we did last year? Still in love with the 365s. I love to run an Echelon on a metal frame like a fancy Glock almost. Pretty much, dude. Absolutely. Yosemite Sam. Well, he's the one to beat. Maybe I'll do a skullified Yosemite Sam on this side. It'll be like a skeletonized one, but still wearing the hat. Joe takes time off live streams and the world goes to shit. Welcome back, brother. Ha. What's. Hey, crypto. Nah, sorry. I'm a little bit out of it. I don't like Gulf of America. I like Gulf of Mexico. I like the Gulf. It was a good Volkswagen. Just seen a fight the good fight Doomsday's tattoo. I don't know what that means. No joke, that's a great idea for a tattoo. Yeah, and I bet you my guy would be into it too, because we could put it like somewhere like on the bicep or on the forearm up here or something. Like a small one right here. Well, that's the one to beat. Looking for a small frame SIG or CZ next. Yeah. Look at like the AXG Legion 365. Have I ever shot a Roland? No, I personally have not shot a Roland cartridge firearm. Cheesy, my favorite guns are 1911s. I like me some 1911s, especially in 1911 flavor. Would Sam be wielding a pair of Kimbers? No, I'd probably have him still using revolvers because that's a little bit more traditional. But I get the oversized cartoon style ones, and it'll be a forced perspective, so the barrels will be like that big, even though Yosemite's only going to be that big. Do I have a pen here? Do we not have a writing utensil? I have a sock on the floor, but I don't have a pen. Oh, I can do it on here. You want me to add Tua to the Glock tat? That's going to cost you $2,000. Period. Is the CZ Shadow 2 compact any good? Yes, it is. Why am I writing in black ink? There we go. Oh, user. Hold on, I'm making my tattoo. Shut up. Hold on. Keep talking. I'm working it. So, something like that. You know, but a little more Yosemite. That's just a quick. You know, what's the rifle? There's two big long guns up there. One is a 300 blackout side charging AR. The other one is a 12 gauge bullpup shotgun. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Something like that. That's like a less than 1 minute sketch. Leave me alone. Baby Yosemite. No, it's gonna be a skeletonized Yosemite. I used to draw a lot more. I barely draw anymore. I'm gonna save it and send it on to my guy. Hey, Parrot's Eye. Have I ever shot any of the Strybogs? If so, what's your thoughts? Strybogs are okay, but when you get the top of the line ones, they're a little too expensive for what they are. $900 for a Strybog is too much. Thought I was wearing a diaper. Yeah, that was just a quick couple of lines to, I'm not going to draw an entire cowboy outfit in a minute. It was cute. Thank you. A job still sucks in 6 months, especially if you make a living as a vacuum cleaner. Nice guns. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, so that'll be the next one. Is it a shotty? Yes, the bottom gun is a shotgun. Actually, I'm going to send that off to my buddy right now. Oh no, I'm blocked out of my own shit. What's your opinion on cheeseburger? I love me some cheeseburger. Jimmy's back. How have you been, man? What's new? Not much. Got my FFL, so now I can start really focusing on the business. Went and picked up security system, all that good stuff, so it'll all be good to go. Would you be able to get your hands on a platypus? I can get set up with platypus 100%. I just have to see if they're offering any dealer discounts. If they offer a dealer discount, then I can get you a better price than you ordering one. Yeah. Really? You motherfucker. My baby man, your baby's mama is named Beretta. That is interesting. Skeleton Yosemite. Sham. Oh. What full-size HK is the way to go? The P30. The P30 is a great choice. A lot of people will tell you to go with the VP9 because it's an upgraded version of it. Either one would serve you well. Yeah, I think it'll be a good tattoo. Hello, Hannah. Yeah, I mean, it will be a good tattoo. Now, how much you guys going to pay me to do it? HK is only a waste if you pay MSRP. What's up, bro? Compensator on Yeet Cannon is threaded barrel and also a fixed barrel. Would a compensator make any difference in the recoil? It will make some difference because a compensator with its cut on the top will force air to go up, thus bringing the nose down. It works the same way if you have a compensator on like a rifle of some sort. It weighs so much though. The slide is so heavy. It's not going to be like a ton of help. Do I have a Mark 47? Nope. Would you also be able to source parts for different guns? Is it that different? So the dealer price on some parts is not worth the markup. Meaning if you go to Brownells and you buy like the FCU for a 320 from them, you're going to save like $10 over the cost of buying it through me. So it's really not going to, or the other way around, you'll save $10 going through me. So it's really not even worth it to buy a lot of parts. Unless you're trying to get like magazines, boxes, cases of ammo, stuff like that. Then there might be something to say about it. It all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for vintage stuff, Numeric, Numerich is the best place to go for parts for guns. For older guns anyway. So you can check all those things out. Hey, all you people, if you haven't hit the like button yet, you should be doing that. Trying to maintain my standing with the Googles. I want them to still likes me. So hit the like button. It costs you nothing. It helps me out immensely. And you get to say you did something for somebody else. It's 2025, the year of helping others. No, it is not, Roy. Not at all. It's not even worth talking about. Somebody bent my file. As a dealer, you can call Ramline and get a friggin' new mag. Yeah, except Ramline isn't actually who owns that product anymore. It's actually Magnum Research. Magnum Research is actually the owner of the rights to that gun. And I could get it at dealer cost, or I can just sell the gun as is. Which will probably be what winds up actually happening, is I'll just get rid of it as is. Dude, look at that. Somebody's ordering stuff. I've been checking out the adjustable gas blocks and have the adjuster that sticks out past handguard, but they're like $200. Nice. You forgot all about it. I only texted you this morning, Manus. Hello, Toady. I'm going to call you Toddy. I don't like Toady. Saying Toady is weird. Which announcement? Dude, Stone, can I talk about this picture you just put in there? That's your rifle speed, and it's the most reliable adjustable gas block on the market. Nice. So my guy just texted me back. He's like, "That's amazing. Who did it?" And I'm like, "Me." So he's gonna work that up, I think. Can't be judgy anymore. So definitely out of the closet, dude. I'm so far out of the closet. I've been wearing fake clothes for how long? Who did what? Just uploaded my first YouTube video. It's of a helicopter landing. Oh, so we can talk about it. Did they finally get the report that you guys are like the El Chapos of North Carolina? So yeah, I was looking through the chats just now, and yeah, it doesn't show anything. Not like a Chinook landing behind a house. You guys want to see something interesting? If you pull down your pants right now, I swear to God, I'm not paying you again. Oh boy. So, my guy just told me that fuck yeah, he'll do it as a tattoo, but it has to be exactly the way I drew it and not repaired. So, do I do it? I've got extra spots. I could put it really small in here somewhere, or yeah, right here on the bicep. Yosemite Sam, 2 barrels right there. You want me to do that right there? Crypto, have fun. Beat the shit out of your friends. If you live in North Carolina, there's a 62% chance your stones. No, we actually had this conversation, Zaxxon. North Carolina is to South Carolina what Virginia is to West Virginia. South Carolina is the weirdos. West Virginia is the weirdos. Tennessee is the incestuous capital of the world. So, landed, sat for 3 minutes, and took off. Redoing the G spot. The color has now officially started lifting off of it, so I'll get it redone at some point. Is that a Ruger I spy? There are no Rugers behind me, my good sir. But it looks like he's wearing a diaper. Which gun is your G-spot gun? The one that hits every spot for you? No. For those of you that don't know, last year you guys all chipped in, and and I now have a Glock tattoo with that used to be rainbow colored, but my skin reacted to the pigments, and we've affectionately called that my G spot. Oh yeah, thank you, Stone. So there seems to be an argument that I woke up to that had 14 different posts between these two Nimrods. McManus and Stone are into an argument over what is a toboggan. Joe's absorbed the rainbow. It's why I wore the titties. Question still stands, what gun is your favorite? 1911s, my friend. The 1911 platform is my favorite platform. It's a ski cap, isn't it? No. They are the exact same. Ski cap, C. McManus. Okay, so one person's agreed with Stone. What's wrong with Ruger? Nothing wrong with it. There's just no Ruger behind me right now. Which is correct? Oh, by the way, the picture that they both used and were arguing over was neither a toboggan nor a beanie. It was a fucking Ushanka hat from Russia with the ears down. The Ralphie from Christmas Story, when it's the fur-lined hat cap, skull cap with the ear covers that can be clipped up, that's called an Ushanka. It was created in Russia. You fucking Luddites. So Cody says toboggan's a sled. Zach's in a long, thin-bottom light sled, usually made of thin boards curved up at one end. There you go. And they're on your side of the world. A beanie without a ball with no fold. Which brand for 1911? I like both 9 and 45, and brand, I would love to have a Nighthawk. I just can't afford it right now. We will pay for the if you have him holding Chiappas. You wouldn't be able to tell because Chiappa just steals everybody's designs. What he sent me, we do not call it toboggan. We call that an Eskimo hat. What he sent you is an Ushanka. I was looking at compensators because the tax stamp on the other type of sound recoil device is the same paid price for the gun. And not counting the cost of the device, what's the main difference? Well, a suppressor is designed to, number one, hide the location of the shot. It's a muzzle, it's a flash hiding device, but it also does not emit the same level of sound. A compensator works specifically to shoot gas out in a certain direction to aid in the function of the rifle. For example, a Barrett 50 caliber has the compensator arrowheads or the vents on the side of the barrel so that it pulls the rifle forward as it fires. So a compensator is literally something completely different from a suppressor. What do you think of the Luger mark of a... no idea, my guy. I've never played with one. Merriam-Webster, the report. Yeah, poor man's 1911. Kind of like how Canada gives you decent stuff out of the gate for the price. I'm in the market for 45. Nighthawk Customs are the most expensive hand-built 1911s you can get. There are race guns that are more expensive, but in terms of standard guns, it goes... Springfield, Dan Wesson, Ed Brown, or Wilson Combat, Ed Brown, Les Bear, and Nighthawk for manufacturers. Why don't Southerners call hats toboggans? Often wearing woolly hats keep you warm in the freezing but fun conditions, which you call toboggan rider style, and calling their wood hats toboggan hats. Because it's not correct. It's the same thing as calling a clip a clip. You like the live because you see the guns. You're a simple man. Thank you, David. Any experience with the hydraulic buffer? Not personally. Are they the most expensive? I think Cabot is more expensive than Nighthawk. Cabot is more expensive, but that's just because of their gimmicks. Like I said, Nighthawk is the most expensive, usable, carry style brand. If you look at a Cabot, yeah, they are more expensive, but they're also shit quality. They're not quality handguns. They're not nearly as hand fit or hand built. It's not one maker, one gun like Nighthawk is. Cabot guns are literally a production line gun that are hand fit, if that makes any sense. So one person will hand fit one part, one person will hand fit those parts, one person will hand fit these parts. So you don't get one guy building the gun and making sure everything works in unison. They just make sure their part works. And even then, Cabot has a history of sending out guns that are finished wrong, incomplete, and they charge $8,000 for guns with fixed front sights. So, what's the difference between the Yankee Boogie and a Super Safety? No idea. I don't play with either. Good to see you. How things going? Pretty good. So you're not the only wrong person. Yep. Is that a Foxtrot Mike 9mm upper? No, that's a 300 Blackout from Bear Creek. So like a high-end Springfield 1911. Yeah, exactly. Springfield does have quality guns, and they are finished by hand for like the TRP series and things. But yeah, it's similar. Kinda, haha, but that H the appeal. We will see if my enablers are gonna pay for it. So my tattoo guy says that he'll do the tattoo, but it has to be exactly as I drawed it. So I may have to add the legs to it. I was trying to draw chaps, but I didn't draw the legs. But he says that I should get the tattoo as is. So, what's your thoughts on the Canik SFX Rival? I have one in person, love it. For my EDC, I have Smith & Wesson compact 4-inch. This Canik Rival is an amazing gun. It shoots really well. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So if you want me to get a tattoo that looks like it was drawn by a 3-year-old with epilepsy because it was drawn by a 45-year-old with nerve damage, we'll see what happens. You'd be more inclined to pay for more tits. You had a good laugh out of those. Well, get the ones that are cotton filled because they don't bounce as much, but they stick out farther. And yeah, I looked at them. And you want the one that's like a shirt style, so it covers everything. You don't want just the hangy blah 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 blah. Don't change a thing. Why are the Swift Link and Auto Sear illegal, but force reset triggers are not? Because the force reset trigger is not a full auto trigger. It fires as fast as you can release it. Force reset is exactly what the name says. It forces your finger out to the reset of the trigger mechanism. The only reason force reset triggers were taken off the market was because it was extremely easy to install them wrong and make them full auto sears. The Swift Link or the Lightning Link, which is what I think you're thinking of, is a full auto sear. It actually functions as an automatic weapon in that configuration. So completely different. Yeah, no, I'm the fastest gun north, south, east, and west of the Arctic Circle. Add it to my Amazon wish list. Which is the one you can see? What do you think about Fusion Firearms? I need to get my hands on one. I sent them a request for one, but they were busy, so they were full for their influencers. So they put me online. Is your store doing well? Good luck. Today was the first day I've had the FFL in my hand, so the store hasn't officially started business yet. But I already have 2 different people coming to buy guns in the next couple of days. So the donate thing is too, but I'm broke. It's hard to pay attention, dude. Mostly donate on my behalf. Best tattoo ever. Watch in silence as it. We watched in silence. Nice. Yeah, you know. So we'll see what happens. If you want to donate to my stupid tattoo, so I'll pin that. So if anybody actually wants to do it, $1,500, and I'll get that tattoo exactly as I drew it. No difference in from how I drew it. Yes, McManus did get it working. He sent us a video of it. I'm happy he actually got it working because that's a really nice gun, and I'm glad he got it working. I will be replacing that gun in my personal collection at some point once the company starts making money, but I also need to trade in the Charger for a new truck. So I had to replace all the freaking springs, but it's good to go now. That was probably the best thing you do anyways. You'll watch the rest in the AM later. All right, Justin. What's the best poor man's and rich man shotgun? Well, the best poor man would be like a Security 320 or a Maverick 88. Those are both very reliable pump 12 gauges. And then you go up to like a Benelli M4 immediately if you want like best rich man's. I'm glad you were given that thing. Hey, can people please give me a shout out for diagnosing what was wrong with that gun from across the country before he took it apart? Thanks for the great advice. No problem, Derek. Appreciate it. My buddy picked up a Taurus Tracker 22 for 130 bucks. That's not a bad price. Best gift I've ever gotten. Well, now I have my FFL, so send shit to me. Courtesy of me. Thank you for me. Bruce, if you're in here, speak up. Let's go! Oh, you gonna let him call you idiots? My guy just called you guys idiots because you won't donate. I have the email to prove it's a gift. Yeah, well, I have the herpes to prove that you're the father. You know what you did. Herpes, burpees, burpees. What I feel bad about is that I can't go to SHOT Show this year because, you know, no money. No, I don't know who Krillin is. He also got a 45 rifle with an ACOG for 200 bucks. Jesus Christ. Hey, MC, what's up? Just checking my emails. None of you guys want to talk to me. I see how it is. Checking the Discord. None of you wanted to talk to me. I see how it is. That would be the best plot twist in Maury because of the herpes. You are the father. You and your son have the same strain. It's from entering the woman's hoo-ha. I don't watch DBZ. How's things? Things are fine, dude. I was getting kind of bored not doing a live, so we're going to do a live on Monday and lives on Friday. Tonight started an hour late because I had a doctor's appointment, and my chair is squeaking, and it's about to drive me nuts. I do not play multiplayer online games. I suck at them. My nerve damage makes me an ineffective player. If you don't believe me, ask Stone and McManus how badly I help in Helldivers 2. When we play Helldivers 2, I always have the most team kills, the fewest number of rounds fired, and the fewest number of enemies killed. No, I can't go because I need to get the building set up. So the new Kimber Lagos, what are your thoughts about it? Have you handled it? I have not handled it. Hello, Gage. What time zone are you in? I'm in the East Coast. I'm an East Coast boy. 3 hours from sticking my head in the ocean. Oh, live is a big ask. How's it been going? Is what is. Been very tired. Sleep, wake, done. Long range rifles. I don't have any like really super long range rifles. The longest rifle I have is a Savage Scout 110 in 308. So that's probably, it's a 18 inch, so it's probably like a 600-yard rifle. For me anyways, because I don't shoot long distance. And I don't oversell my shit as being the best ever in the world. Love the Sharps Pro module, still around, looks really good. Yeah, I'm probably going to sell it. Beretta M1A4. What the hell is an M1A4? You mean an M9A4? And I don't like ghost guns, which is basically what that is, or a phantom gun. The M9A3 and M9A4 are both guns that don't actually exist in terms of military designation, yet they decided to keep the name, which is stupid. Any opinion on the Kimber 2K11? I want to get my hands on one, but they're the same price as a Platypus or as a Oracle Arms, excuse me. So I'm not in a hurry to get one. Got to get the company going, dude. I really haven't been like wanting to buy anything in a month. No problem, J Destroy. Yeah, see, M9A3 was proposed to replace the M9A2, but the U.S. Army decided to go with a modular gun, and the M9A3, M9A4s are just standard Berettas with some upgrades to them. So you got an ACR, lol. Oh, did you actually get that ACR? That's cool. Is it a Bushmaster or is it the Springfield? Because if it's a Springfield, that's an ex-military one. Those are worth a hell of a lot more. Got to build a way to earn money before you can start spending it. No shit. I agree. I've been trying to find an optic. Oh, you got a different one? Gotcha. I'm pretty sure the one from the picture you sent me, McManus, was a Springfield ACR, which is why it didn't have any designations on the other side, because that was military. I've always wanted an M9A3 since you had a Glock 17. Didn't like the Bolty. You know, I live in Canada, so yeah, that. Move. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Okay. Oh. Only buy Lexus? Why the fuck would you say that shit? It's still a Toyota underneath it. And have you been watching the news lately and reading all the reports about how bad Tacomas have been locking up, the newer ones? I think somebody at Tacoma school went to Ram school for design. So on a 1022 ring in the back, fiber optic in the front, do I close an eye or keep both open? When you are sighting a gun, you should try to keep both eyes open because it allows you to have peripheral vision and situational awareness. Tundras are shit now too. Yep. Hey, Dave. I thought we were having a moment of silence for the guy in Canada's restricted gun laws. Nope. I'm just trying not to pass out on a live stream. I'll tell you this much, Jay. I would take the Colorado over the Ranger Raptor or even a Tacoma TRD right now. Yeah, the engines are basically detonating in some of the newer, like 2012 and up Tundras and Toyota Tacomas. Any experience with Langdon Tactical? Just slight experience. I've never built anything with their parts, but I have shot one of their Berettas. With the XDM Elite, yes, I used to have a few XDM Elites actually. They would come in, we'd buy them for 150, 200 bucks. I'd buy them and shoot them for a while. I had the last one I had was an XDM Elite OSP, so I had the optics ready, 9mm with the threaded barrel. It's pretty cool. No, it's actually the V6s that are exploding. And some of the V8s. So yeah, yeah, you just gotta be careful, man. Now everybody is producing sub quality parts, in my opinion. 3.5 was a great engine in SUVs, but when it moved to Tacomas and Tundras, it keeps dying. Yeah, that's because when they had to convert it from front wheel drive to rear wheel drive, they changed. I believe that's when they changed the timing chain setup. There's a pin for the timing that snaps off a lot easier in them now. I used to have every now and then we'd see a Tacoma where it spins it spins over and the timing chain gets spun and then it detonates the engine. I'm trying to remember what year those started with, but when they took that 3.5 and turned it 90 degrees, they changed a couple of things with the intake and the way it was mounted. Hold on a second. They're the ones they just recalled. They recalled 100,000 2022 and 2023 Tundras that it could explode from just the if you don't fucking change your oil, any kind of debris or any kind of things like that. So they're replacing their twin turbo V6s, their V35A. Um, and the problem is most Toyota buyers are not really good at maintenance because supposedly they'll run forever. And I'll stop spamming. Do you have or like any AR-12 style 12 gauge? The last one I had was a VR-80, a Rock Island Daria build, and it ran fine. Um, I just don't like it when you spend $300 on one because you can't expect that to run very well. Surely the auto industry is suffering from this new normal of undertrained employees. Very possibly, but it has to do a lot more with cost of materials and, um, you know, manufacturing quality. Tacoma's had engine head issues. Tundras were full on engine grenades. Yeah, so. I know you're thinking you're funny, bud, with that "can I buy a gun" question, but I will be actually doing FFL to FFL transfer. So if you're looking to buy a used gun when they come up for sale on my website when that's up and running, go there. Why does the like keep going up and down? Is somebody liking and removing their likes over and over? Or does it keep going up and I'm just not getting a refresh? So what's a better option than Lexus for a good used luxury sedan? This is going to sound retarded, but the Hyundai Genesis series, the G90s, are actually really nice and they're cheaper than Lexus on the used market, anyways. Yeah, so the Genesis lineup, the G90s, honestly, a Kia Stinger would be better than a Lexus. It's a little bit more sporty, so more like a Mercedes C Class or CLS, but definitely worth looking at. The engines now make vehicles you have to trade into something new before you repair it. Some new GM starters are now a 5 hour job. Move motor mounts, bunch of BS. Yeah, so cars were disposable in the 90s, then they became reliable in the early 2000s, and now that we're post COVID, they're all trash again. You got Trigicon RMR with the Scorpion Tiny on top. It's not a euphemism for a cool gun accessory. It's a tiny picture that wasn't on one I ordered. That's cool. Piss on Hyundai and Kia, crap company. Hmm. If I bought a Genesis, would I be attacked by Khan? Only if you're driving through the Mutara Nebula. So those are my toys. They're not turned on. How'd you hear them vibrating? Hyundais in Korea are pretty badass. No, Jackson is a very, very deterministic person. He likes what he likes, including a company that builds hand grenades or drivable grenades, which the Taliban has been heavily looking into recently. So we used to punk this guy at school. You did not punk this guy at school. If you ever punked this guy at school, you got your ass fucking beat. I got suspended a lot. So you got your ass beat by this guy in school. I was always the short kid with glasses that everybody fucking underestimated. You can join them if you want. I enjoyed my Santa Fe for several years. It was a solid vehicle. So, if you don't trust a car or a car brand, my recommendation, if you like the features it has, buy a new one under warranty and sell it when the warranty runs out. Uh, I get a lot of engine failures on Hyundai and Kia, low miles too. Yeah, I work for Ford and I've seen tons of low mileage Fords. When I worked in the independent industry, we had our own tow truck at our dealership. We towed more Volkswagens than anything, brand new ones with 50 miles. So it just, when you sell 10 million cars a year, Toyota, Kia, Hyundai, Nissan, doesn't matter what brand you are, when you manufacture and sell 10 million plus per year, you're going to have an attrition rate that is reasonable but seems high to you. So think about that. What do I think of shadow systems? They're too much money. If you get the Foundation series, then they're okay value because they're the same price as the Glock they're copying. But I'm really not a big fan of the Shadow systems just because they're too expensive. Any insight into the SIG P320 X5 Legion? Yes, I love that. It's my favorite SIG 320. I've got one with a Armory Craft dual adjustable trigger in it. Ford's problem is their trans. Unless it's a new thing I'm not aware of. When I sold Fords between 2011 and 2016, we never had one come in with a bad transmission. The last ones we had come in with bad transmissions were the old 4-speeds that were under Expeditions. You can afford go new, go Euro, super nice, but don't keep them after 75,000. Also, if you're going to go with the Euro box, be prepared to lose all your fucking value. Your best bet is to lease something from the Euros. Volkswagen, Mercedes, BMW, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're not intending to lifetime that fucking car, lease that shit. Get out of it without having to own it. Because look at AMG products, man. They lose 90% of their values within 15 years of ownership. So even if you only have 60,000 miles on your AMG 63 bi-turbo, you're paying $20,000 for a car that was $200,000. So they're not worth it. Wait, adjustable handgun trigger? Yes. I have the Armory Craft dual adjustable, so it has pre-travel and over-travel. So you can set the trigger almost back to the wall. That way your pull is way shorter. Bro, every BMW I ever had was a minimum of 2K, even if it was sniffer. Yeah, that's why I say lease them. Get the lease with the service packages and just do that shit. I do not have the 8.6 blackout. Hey, Brian, what's up, dude? Count Chocula. I don't know what his voice actually sounded like. It's been so long. In an alternate universe somewhere, Jiminy is driving a Cybertruck. I'd drive one now. Granted, I would yank out the electric parts and put a fucking big block 502 in it. I know my 78 still runs. My Hyundai probably isn't. So, again, this brings up a thing. Maintenance. Maintenance and the type of owner of a car go a long way towards determining whether or not that car is going to last. If you look at the inline 6 M3s, the E36s, before they went shit, the vast majority of them that were not modified but maintained well are $60,000 cars now. But a 325 with an M body kit on it was probably so dog shit run into the fucking ground that it's a $3,000 car. So the average Hyundai Sonata buyer or Elantra buyer or Kia base model whatever buyer is not a good buyer of a car. They are a person who buys a car, runs it until it breaks, gets something else. Loses their money, gets fucking in over their head. Next thing you know, they're 30,000 under on a scat pack kind of guys. Or you get ones that buy like the Hyundai Equus or the Kia Tellurides, the more expensive stuff, the $50,000, $60,000 Hyundais and Kias. Those tend to run and last longer because those buyers are not shit. Hey, welcome back, Hannah. The truck definitely wouldn't still be running without maintenance. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Jim, how's your new year? Well, I have a new physical symptom, so I'm loving that. Yeah, hang on a second. I gotta eat something before I fall over. You were fired last week. Shit. Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I just don't have any sugar. Hey, look, I got one of those Timu style toolkits, but I got it off Amazon. Sure, yeah, they're laser tag. Give me a second here. There you got an electric screwdriver. It's got a button on the back. I don't know what it does. Hold on a second. It does things. We need to get you a snack box for the desk. Like I said, I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting weakened. Doesn't feel good. Did I see the video on Civilian Tactical's blacksmith safe that opened when he dropped it? No, I did not. Yes, I've been told I look like Leota Machida. You bought 4 CO2 BB guns. Damn, you could have bought a real gun for that. Nice new tools, so many options. You know, I had to buy like a few things for my company, and with the discount they offered on this, I wound up paying $40 for this thing. Says it's 18 in one, but it's got a lot more than that. Have I ever scissored or collabed with Demo Ranch? Nope. It's a screwdriver kit. It's an electric screwdriver kit. You just gotta be smarter than me to open it. So yeah, so it's got an electric screwdriver and all the bits. Little OLED display, tell you what it's doing. So yeah, it's cool. Doesn't go through your skull though. Ram or Sierra? I'm gonna go Ram. I don't like the design on Sierra. Is that AR new or am I late to the party? No, that AR has been up there one other time. I've added a red dot and some iron backups to it, but that's been on the channel and on live before. Yeah, when I sit down, I unscrew stuff. It's really weird. Just give me a second, guys. I'm trying not to pass out here. Just keep typing stuff. It's funny because it looks like I'm getting tons of likes, but all it is the number just keeps on resetting itself over and over. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you hit the like. Shows Google that it can't be things, words and stuff. It's what somebody looks like when they have low blood sugar. Do you think the 5090 might be the raw limit of rasterization? I think we've reached a point where getting more onto something that doesn't become a dedicated GPU full computer unit is going to be hard hard. So I think they're not going to be able to come out with the 60 series within the next 3 years. It's going to be faster enough to justify switching from a 5090. And for 2K, I'm probably going to get the 5090. My buddy's getting a 5090. It's selling me his 4090 for $1,000. And then I'm going to buy the 5090 as well. Just because I might as well get it and it'll be good for 5 to 7 years. Any updates on the store? I have the FFL in hand. I'm just waiting to get all my background paperwork, but I can still do online orders and stuff for people. How many fingers am I holding up? The 8. Does it ruin your weapons to hang it like that, rust-wise and dust? Not really. In terms of rust, how would they rust when they're hanging on a wall? Honest question. Number 2, they're hanging on plastic, so no. And in terms of dust is not going to hurt a gun if you maintain it. So if I'm going to take one of those guns to the range, I'm going to take it down, make sure it's cleaned and lubed before I go to the range. So dust is not going to stop a gun. Only reason I hate Dodge is the arrogant people who buy them. Yeah, fuck those guys. You still bought the GM though. You got type 1 and your blood sugar dropped low. Close enough, you seem fine to me. Thank you, Barbara. I had a Z-Pap that started rusting on the mag release hanging on the wall. That means there was something on your hand when you hung the gun on the wall. Unless some sort of moisture gets into the air, there's no way for it, some kind of corrosion or bodily fluid is responsible for rusting. Quality weapons, AKs. Hey, the gun still worked, McManus. It just had patina. People do that to old Dodges all the time. Yeah. So it should not rust on its own. Unless it's in an apocalyptic wasteland for 100 years, then it might. My cheap ass Winchester got surface rust on the barrel from touching it. Cheap finish. No, you just eat too many potato chips and salty foods. Everything is somebody else's fault? Look at yourself, Saxon. Also, you don't keep the guns hanging there. Yeah, that is true. Although those ones have been up there for a month since it's in the gun room now. They work great, out to like 50 yards, as long as you're trying not to keep an IR device or an optic zero. I'll never get tired of your specific use case for a firearm, McManus. Hello, hope you're having a good night. Yes, I am, Macario. Do you have to watch humidity of any guns with wood parts? Contact humidity. So, like, if you have a soft insert in your safe, like some sort of sponge or styrofoam or something that can absorb moisture, yeah, you got to be careful that way. You mean a rifle? Silly me. Who said a rifle has to be used out at farther than 50 yards? You're the one assuming that rifle means long distance. And I agreed with you that toboggan means sled, so I'm arguing with you about something. Exactly. But why are you using an optic within 50 yards? Spray and pray, baby. Again, specific use case. Not everybody can afford night vision like you can, sir. We're proud of you, but we aren't you. Besides, my eyes are closed when I'm firing a gun anyway, so I don't need to see what I'm hitting. Oh, wait, ask Pete Coke. Don't understand night vision, carry on, lol. Tack ops with threaded barrel, external comp and trigger, having light primer strikes. What would you do? Bought used. I'm just getting into firearms. Well, I would take it apart and pull out the striker, the entire assembly, and see if there's any kind of buildup inside there. If you're getting light strikers, you should also look at the end of the firing pin itself and see if it's damaged in any way. Yeah, before you send the gun back, he bought it used, McManus. Before you send the gun to SIG and let them keep it for 6 to 8 weeks, literally drop the back plate off the back of the slide, pull your firing pin out, and see if it has any damage. Also, a lot of striker fired guns, which is another reason I love them so fucking much, when they have drop safeties that are towards the front of the firing pin, sometimes brass and carbon buildup can get up inside by the past the firing pin block. When the firing pin pushes up while the gun is firing, there is a chance I've seen this on Glocks because their firing pin channel and the extractor channel are actually literally connected. I've actually cleaned brass shavings and carbon out of the firing pin block channel, so that could actually cause issues. So take it apart first. I just ate a bag of sour Skittles and now my leg has a recoil of a 10 gauge. Am I staying longer because I was late? Yeah, I'll stay till 11. Cheap ammo could cause that. Yeah, that's true too. Carl, read your own question, son. Why is Taurus better than Colt? No one said it was. Those Turks are using old school tooling. Their finish sucks, and I got a shitty T-sauce that hasn't MF'd once. Yeah, you know, I really don't talk about T-sauce. I'm not a fan of them right now, and they have SHOT Show going on, so they decided not to talk to me. So T-sauce isn't working on their 6th bankruptcy. Well, you never know. They could be under control from different companies at different times, and we just don't hear about it because Turkey. How many guns do you have? 4. That is funny because I've actually been paring down my entire collection. So I'm putting 34 guns into the store out of my private collection, which is most of what I picked up in 2024. I'm not touching my 2023 and 2022 pickups. Is that the Jennings on top? Yep, J22. The Jennings is going on the chopping block too, so... now that I have my FFL and I can start conducting business, I actually have to start recording all my serial numbers for the guns I'm putting in the store. Making keys in the dark sucks. Cold sucks. You know what else sucks? My TP9 SFX. My TP9 SFX. That's, yeah, I never have a problem with TP9 SFXs. They're cool. Some people don't like them because they're so long, but you know what I say to that? Shush. Ever own a PSA AR-15? My custom-built AR-15 has a PSA Virginia lower, but I have not owned a complete PSA gun. Not my wife. Why you walking? I had 2 Cheetos, and now I'm burping. Asher says, what's up? Not much, dude. What's up with you? Hit the like button or I'm not answering your questions. I mean, I did have some kimchi, but kimchi has no real nutritional value. Although I was going through, believe it or not, my sodium levels are below average, even though I'm a Korean and I love me some sodium. Nothing. You're with your family and you're bored. You don't have guns. No, I don't have guns. what gun am I getting? What tattoo am I going to get donos for? So I did like a 30-second, 45-second quick drawing. And now these guys, now my buddy wants me to get it done, and he's willing to do the tattoo, but he says I have to do it exactly as it's drawn. So I said $1,500, and I'll put this stupid ass looking 30-second sketch on my arm. It's a skeletonized Yosemite Sam. Thoughts on the Carilago alien? I've seen it. It looks really cool, but like McManus said, it's still, or you said, it's still way too much money, Stone. So yeah, that's a. I need to edit it. I don't like the way it is right now. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that sounds good, Militant. I did not have any of that. What I had was kimchi in the jar because it was about to go bad. There, now you got cowboy boots. That looks even worse. No. They're just too expensive for what they are, and for a comp gun, they're too much money. What is? Oh, the Lago, yeah. What's the farthest I've made a shot? In my area, the longest range I have access to is 300 yards, and I haven't gone out any farther than that, so 300 yards. Throw that kimchi in a pot, add some water and a little bit of sliced pork, easy peasy. No, I just grabbed some chopsticks and ate it straight out of the jar. Yeah, and I even did it without being paid for it. I can do that next live. Ugh. Sorry, dude. I only stopped in having a good time. You have a good night too, dude. Where are you gonna get it? The awesome artwork. My buddy Dustin, Deep in Ink Tattoos. Not trying to be that guy, but we want you to take better care of yourself. No, I have to actually. I have a doctor's appointment, so we need to figure out what's going on. I might have to actually cut back on my diabetic medication just because I'm suffering low blood sugar a lot more now. So. Also, I'm stressed out as fuck because I'm trying to open the store. I'm trying to get all this shit done. I'm trying to reorganize things. I was spent all day cleaning out rooms, throwing out junk, stuff like that. So I'm worn the fuck out. I appreciate the concern 100%. But yeah, no, I'm just fucked up. Maybe you need to eat more hot paste. I need to eat stuff that actually has calories, I think. I'm not eating anything that has high caloric intake. Best brand for ear protection. Impact. The lighter, the thinner ones. It'll be worth it. Nah, we'll see what happens. Get it all set up and then I'll have a fucking heart attack. It'll make me laugh. I might not make it past 10. That's the third time I've almost passed out live. So, we'll see what happens. I'll stay on as long as I can. Keep hitting the like buttons, guys. You may see me pass out alive on stream. If If I do pass out, make sure you donate $1. What's the best optic for a SIG 320? That's up to you as the individual shooter, man. I've got a Romeo 1 Pro on mine. I got a set of Walker earphones for free from a coworker of mine, and they work like a charm. Yes, Walker makes the impacts. Thank you. My brain is not really working right now, so I apologize if I can't come up with the name. I just remember the big word impact on the side of the hearing protection. I wear in-ear stuff. In fact, these are what I've been wearing. These are from Glory Fire, which is very close to Glory Hole. They open one way or another. There they go. So, yeah, these are an in-ear. I wore them last time I was down in North Carolina. Haven't charged the case in freaking forever, and it still has a half charge for the headphones. And they're Bluetooth, so I can listen to shit while I'm wearing them. Last time I went to the range, I wore Beats. Yeah, pretty much. Here's the thing with firearms, okay? You need something to bring down the crack of the supersonic round a bit, but also the concussive wave needs to be blocked. So honestly, one time I went to a short track race in Maine for NASCAR, and I literally just wore my my Skull Candy Crusher headphones, my in-ear ones. Hickok 45 never washes those nasty earplugs of his. Hickok 45 is, I don't know what he's doing, man. Something's going wrong with this channel. I don't know. I can't put my finger on what's going on with this channel, but it just... People figure out he's a freaking shill. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that he's being a shill. The biggest problem I've been having with him has been the fact that he's been basically fucking caterwauling and just moaning and complaining for the last few months. And he's giving bad information to people about what TOS is doing to him when it comes to Google and all that stuff. Oh, are we going to lose the channel? Are we going to use this? And then whenever he says he's going to explain something, he'll do an 11-minute video where he doesn't fucking explain a thing, but it'll have 3 ads in it. So you watch an 11-minute video, you get 3 ads, and at the end of it, we're not quite sure what happened. So like when they got the 3 strikes and their channel got taken down, they wound up making this, I think it was a 13-minute video, and at the 7-minute mark, they go, well, we're not 100% sure what happened, and we don't know if we'll ever know. Then why the fuck did you make a video that was 13 minutes long, you know? Could be like me, my dream to own my semi, got one first run kid sideswipe me, could not afford to replace it, working for someone else. Just keep working at it, dude. You never know what'll happen. No, I have no familiarity with a company that says Yield is whatever that is. More than likely, it's just a Turkish offshoot, so it's probably manufactured by Derya or any one of the 3 major Turkish brands that send them over here. So the Turkish stuff, the main guns that they copy are the Benelli M4, an AR platform, and the Mossberg 500 series. None of them are as good as the original. That's why you're paying $400 for a semi-auto shotgun. They can be range toys. They can be fun toys. They're not guns that I would trust my life with. I had the Black Aces Tactical M4 clone. I gave it away for some tattoo work because I have a Mossberg 930 Tactical, which is what I do trust my life to. So you have to be very careful when you're going to trust your life to Turkish stuff. Is that an Echelon chassis on the bottom? Yeah, that's the Icarus Precision one. I asked you if you wanted to buy it. would just be a fun over/under that I would lend out to friends who want to hunt with me. Yeah, and again, if you take it out and you shoot it now, an over/under like a break barrel, I'm sure those would be fine because the metallurgy from the Turkish guns is okay, depending on the manufacturer you're getting it from. But more than likely they'll be fine because it's just barrels and a breech face. So I'm sure the Turkish stuff would be fine. Nothing serious. I own Benelli and Beretta myself. Yeah, so exactly. The 1301 is a baller. Yeah, the 1301, even the A300 Ultima is a great semi-auto. Yeah, so I shot Stone's Icarus Precision Echelon. I had my Sharps Brothers Echelon frame, and then I shot his Icarus Precision, and I like the Icarus feel better. Does Charlene Yu have a Mac 10? You'd have to go over to Michelle Yu's channel and ask her yourself. So make sure to hit the like, guys. I'm trying to force myself to stay up. I would pick it up tomorrow, and I can keep it all posted on it if it explodes. Yeah, just make sure you post it, and then, like I said, if it's an over/under, if you're not using like high brass, that it may be rated for it, but depending on what you can use out of it, try not to go with like a 3.5 inch shell out of a 2.5 inch gun. You have any strong feelings on 6-hour P210 carry? It's too freaking expensive. That's the only problem I have with the gun. Well, actually, the reset's not that great on it. I almost bought one, but the guy I was working for decided at the last second that he wanted almost full MSRP out of me, even though we had an agreement where I could buy guns at cost, and I was still willing to pay him like 40% over cost of purchasing it used. So they're just too goddamn expensive. If they were $750 to $1,000, they'd be perfect. But at $2,000 plus for some of them, no. It'd just be 2 3/4 inch, 7.5 birdshot. It'll shoot that fine, dude. A PVC pipe can shoot birdshot. Recently got an X Macro TAC Ops. I have a Holosun EPS carry and TLR L8 light. Best everyday weapon in general, in your opinion? Glad it worked for you, sir. Gun's too small for me, but I'm glad it worked for you. And that's the important thing. If you're going to be the one carrying it, it better be comfortable for you. Oh, I'm so happy I don't have to get the Yosemite Sam tattoo. The X Macro TAC Ops is not a full-size pistol. It has a 3.7-inch barrel, which is considered a compact pistol. Just because it holds 17 rounds doesn't make it full-size. 4.6 and up barrels are considered full-size handguns. A Glock 19X is not a full-size handgun. A Glock 19X is a mid-size handgun. A 1911 with a 5-inch barrel is a full-size handgun. What you have is a, believe it or not, because it started as a micro 9, what you have is a compact 9. Maybe Caden has baby hands, so it's full size for him. Or maybe his girlfriend tells him it's full size. I'd say the 365X Macro is a mid-size compact. No, it's a compact 9, dude. You can call it whatever you feel like calling it, but in the actual definition of that firearm, it is a compact 9. Again, you can have your own opinion on it. You can tell anybody what you want, but you're wrong. Sorry. See, so now I can tell you that 4.6 is full size. Yes, but it's not competition size. And why does it matter if you like it? Once again, Caden, you are wrong. How old are you? 21, 22 years old? The P365 Fuse is the largest 365 gun made. It has a 3.9-inch barrel with the macros lower. You don't need to defend yourself, brother. I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all. It's fine, dude. Like I said, you don't have to justify it. You don't have to make excuses. If you like that gun, it's an amazing gun. I'm sure it works great for you, brother. But I'll tell you, I bought the Fuse. I bought the first one in Virginia, and I literally sold it without firing a shot out of it and traded it for a Prodigy. If you were the sommelier, what would you recommend to John Wick? I don't know if I would recommend anything to John Wick because I would offer him a pencil. I would offer him a Benelli M4, probably something in a Kimber, just to see if he can actually fix problems. Does Rex Arms make a 1911 holster with flashlight attachment? I can't find it, and you don't know if it's just you. Not sure. I don't really examine much from like T-Rex and stuff like that. Your SIG costs more than that AR you have on the wall, more than likely. Speaking of John Wick's, TAC Ops is in his movie. The X Macro TAC Ops was not in any John Wick movie. The gun that Halle Berry was using was a, if I'm not mistaken, just a standard 365. And you would be dead wrong if you think that your SIG costs more than the AR I have on the wall, because a SIG Macro TAC Ops is $740 because of the fourth mag. If you get the standard version, it's $650. That's a Stag lower. The brace on that gun is $200. The lower from Stag is $550, and then the Bear Creek Arsenal 300 side charging upper is $330. So that is an over $1,000 gun. Where if you paid $1,000, even including your optic and your light, you overpaid. All right, let's look up John Wick 3. So it's not a good picture, and also it's been manipulated depending on which source you look at. If you look at the blue cover, that is a Glock 34 with an open top. And if you look at, I would really like to know why I just lost. Thank you. That. And if you look at the alternate covers of John Wick's movie, a poster, he's holding the Terran Tactical EGM 2011. So, Caden, I love you, but you're not contributing anything to this anymore. Wait, what's $2,000? What are we talking about here? SIG is good, but not the best. The best is whatever you're good with. Also, he pretty much only used Terran tactical guns in the John Wick series. John Wick did, and Terran tactical never touched a SIG. He used HK in the first movie, and he switched to Terran tactical. Moving on, he did have the Kimber Warrior that was given to him by Lawrence Fishburne, but other than that, he ran Terran tactical stuff. Why am I so down right now? I am currently in the middle of a low blood sugar event, so shit happens. Cheer me up. Give me money. What is the pistol that is the first one on the left in the second row? That is a Ramline Syntech 22 long rifle polymer handgun. Isn't Terran Tactical teamed up with Canik? Terran Tactical allowed Canik to put his name on a gun, but Terran didn't actually touch any of the TTI Combat Masters from Canik. They are not real Terran Tactical guns, which is why they sell for $800. They are literally $400 over what they should be, or $300. So you can buy a Meta SFT Pro with a threaded barrel, put a compensator on it, and you'll have the exact same gun as the TTI Canik. Yeah, the Caniks never they were never touched or handled by any Terran Tactical employee. What's next for what you want to buy? I'm still looking for an Optics Cut DWX. Not a fan of the TTI. Look, the TTI runs, the gun runs, but it's just a Meta SFT Pro with some add-ons. If you just buy a Meta SFT Pro, it's the same gun for $550. Or I could just do that with the SFX Rival. No, make it the upgraded spiffy version for a fraction of the price. Exactly, you can do it that way too. They actually make an SFX Pro, like you're saying, and you can take the SFX Rival Pro, and it's the same gun as well. You just put a comp on it. But it's a Canik. There's nothing wrong with Canik. Canik are a perfectly serviceable firearm. All right. I've got to end the live stream. I'm getting really bad. Currently want an FNX 45, Lago Alien, lever action, and P10F and 45 with 30 barrel. You'll be all right. So, yeah, guys, sorry. First live back, everything's a little bit off. New KXD40 SC new in the box, listed 400 from a private seller. That's actually not a bad price. Do what you got to do. All right, guys, I'm literally about to pass out. I got to go eat something that's high sugar content. So, I'll talk to you guys whenever. Look at my ceiling. See you guys on Friday. That's it. Friday.